Hey guys, what's going on? It is JWolf98 here, back again with another storytime video. Now, today's storytime video is going to be about a thing that happened pretty long ago. And I can't quite remember how long ago. It was just I think many years back. And, oh my god. As always, my cat Peanut is back here again, trying to annoy me while I'm trying to make a video. But, yeah, if you hear purring or mic ruffling, it's because of him, because he won't leave me alone. He's sitting on my lap. But anyways, like I said, today's story time is going to be about, a time I had, a really bad crash on my bike. Now, I think this was, I'd like to say 6 or 7 years ago, but I don't exactly know. So, I'm just gonna say it was 6 or 7 years ago, but I'm not sure. I think it was that long ago. I don't know. It was back whenever I used to live in my old house, so I know it was older than at least 2. And then it was back whenever I used to actually it was just whenever my training wheels were starting to be taken off. So, I think it was about 6 or 7 years ago. But anyways, on this particular day, I was uh I was riding my bike and I was just riding it around my house and back at my old house, we used to have these neighbors. And these neighbors, they were really nice. They were like the best neighbors that you could ever ask for. We'd mow their lawn, they'd mow our lawn, and we had a dog named Emma, and we basically shared the dog. They would feed her, give her treats, we would feed her, give her treats. So basically, our dog Emma was our dog, but we treated her like it was both of our dogs. So basically, they were really nice neighbors, and they were just nice overall. And there was two of them. It was two older couple, and they were just really they were in the higher age, and they were lovely neighbors. They did a lot for us, we did a lot for them. And it was back and forth, and whenever we used to have fires and stuff like that, we'd invite them over. Whenever they have fires, they'd invite us over. And just overall, they were really good neighbors. We could have never asked for anything better. But besides that, one day, whenever me and my family were just going on a walk, how it used to be set up is our house was right next to theirs because we were neighbors and we were on the same side of the street. Now, we were to the right of their house, and on their side, they had this hill. And up that hill, we would usually, whenever we go on walks or anything, we would, walk up that hill, and then, their house was right on the corner of a road side, and on the other side of the road would be, the sidewalk that we would go over to and walk on. Now, I was riding my bike, and I think my sister was younger, so it was either she was just starting to walk or she was in her stroller still. I don't know. But, we were just walking around, and I was riding my bike and whatnot, just being me, excited to go ride my bike that I don't really often get to ride, but whenever we get to, I was excited, and I got excited whenever we got to go on walks, because I got to go really fast, and I liked going really fast on my bike. I actually used to think that my bike was like a motorcycle. And if you hear any yelling from a feminine voice, that would be my sister. But anyways, besides that, as I'm riding around, going up and around their house, cause on their backside, cause the backside of their house, we shared both of the houses' lawns, like, it was both of our lawns. Like I said, we were really good neighbors. They were really good neighbors, I mean. And we just shared everything as, like, it was our own, and we just shared everything. So as I'm riding up and around their house and everything, I'm ramping down that hill because, like, at the back of their house, it goes uphill a little bit. Like, there's a slope upwards, and then the side of the house where it's facing the road, it, like, evens out, and then going back towards the front of their house, there's, like, a really big hill drop. It's, like, I think 3 feet. Like, a 3 feet hill drop. And it, like, kind of slopes at a really harsh angle. But, while I was riding up and down that hill, I got called over, and we were about to go and start going on the walk, because I was just riding my bike around, like, getting ready to go on the walk. And I think as I was going down that slope one more time, I basically ramped my bike, and my front wheel, just dug into the ground. And I came flipping over my handlebars, and the bike landed on top of me. Now, as, like, we were about to get ready, like, they were calling me over to go to them, and they were walking over to me. And they saw this happen, and they're like, oh my gosh. And they rushed over to me to see if I was okay and everything. And I just remember, like, a really, really harsh and just terrible burning pain in my right side. Like, right near my stomach. And, like, right above my hip. It was like a huge, like, gash. Like, where a pedal, like, just dug into my side and spun. And just kept turning. And it hurt so bad. And not only was it just that the pedal, like, dug into my side, I also flipped over my handlebars. So, somehow, I remember flipping over my handlebars, and as I flipped over my handlebars, my side of my bike dug into my side. And I think I also got my leg stuck on it, because, like, it ripped some of the fabric on my, like, clothing, and it just ripped into my side. Now, I think other than that, I had, like, a whole bunch of bruises on my hands, because, like, as I came flipping over my handlebars, I let go of my handlebars, because I wasn't going to hold on to it while I was flipping over, so I tried catching myself on the ground. And I think what happened was, as I hit the ground with my hands just digging into the dirt, it kind of, like, just threw me aside, and then as I hit the ground, I landed on my, I think, left side, and then as the bike came toppling over top of me, the bike pedal dug into my side. And, like, my bike pedal, like, my bike, I remember it being yellow, and it had, like, a whole bunch of cool designs on it, and then the pedals, the top of the pedal, like, where you would put your foot, it had, like, a spiky surface, so that, like, your shoes can grip onto it. Now, that spiky surface, whenever I came flipping over my handlebars and I landed on my left side while digging my hands into the dirt, I apparently landed on my side, and then as that happened, a bike fell on top of me, digging the pedal, like that face of the pedal, into my side and just tearing my skin off. And it just, like I said, I remember it just hurting and burning so bad. And I don't remember too much, like, how it looked whenever, like, I saw it at first, whenever it actually happened. I remember blood just running down my side, because it was, like, ripped open, and, like, it was really big, actually. Like, it kind of went from, like, the, bottom of my right rib cage, because, like, I'm really skinny, and I can feel, like, my ribs, and I can feel under it, It's kind of weird, but yeah, I can do that. And like there's about like a 3 maybe 5 inch difference from like the bottom of my ribs to my waist, and there was a gash from like a little bit more to the right of my belly button, and then it was just like a rip from there to like my side. It was really big. And after like the crash and everything, I don't remember too much of what happened after that. Like all I remember is like the burning pain of like the pedal just ripping into my side, and I remember crying a lot. I remember my dad or something like walking over, and I saw my mom like with a stroller, and they were walking over and they were trying to see like what happened to me. My dad rushed over and my mom rushed over and with my sister, and they were trying to see what like was wrong with me and if I was in any pain, and they saw that and they're like, "Oh, that is not good." And it ended up actually, I don't think we ended up going on that walk cuz that hurt way too bad. And I think what happened straight after that was we went inside and we put like a gauze bandage around my waist and like where that gash was, but it was a really big gash, and like every time I bent to the right, like after that incident, I think for like almost 2 months, every time that I bent to the right, I would feel it like just ripping, and every time I bent to the left where that was stretched, I felt it like tearing and ripping. Like whenever it started to scab, it just hurt so bad. And like me being younger, like whenever it started scabbing over and I like actually stopped bleeding, I remember picking at it. And I know this might sound gross, but like I started picking at it at times cuz like it hurt and it was itchy. I remember picking at it and it was like bleeding, and like I used to like sometimes get like blood stain on my shirt. It was just disgusting, actually, not gonna lie. Like it hurt really bad. Like it was really hard to sleep actually, cuz I'd toss and turn in my sleep. And whenever I tossed and turned in my sleep, whenever that was happening, I would like start tearing and ripping that scab, considering it was like right there on my side. So every time I bent to the left, like I said, it just like stretched and it made the scabs like just stretch as well. So it took like a long time to heal because it was so big and it kept like the scabs kept being picked off because it was itchy, and like I said, it every time I stretched to the left and I pulled that scabs, it like also sometimes like just fell off a little, or like it would stretch and then you could like see the inside part where it didn't scab up, and it was just terrible. And I was pretty sad because like we never actually got to go on that walk, but I mean like I don't think I could have went anyways because, well, I had like a big old gaping blood just rash on my side, just bleeding. And yeah, it was just terrible. It hurt so bad. And I think that's about it that I remember from it. Like, just the tossing and turning in my sleep and like waking up in the middle of the night. I think that was the worst. Waking up in the middle of the night because like I just turn and roll in my sleep and then I just feel the stretching and it would wake me up because it hurt so bad. And it was just that it just sucked so bad. But anyways, I guess that's really just the whole story time about what I did and how I crashed my bike on like a 3-foot hill. So yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. It just hurt a lot. It hurt at the time that I did it. It hurt for like 2 months after it. And it just took longer to heal, like I said, because I kept stretching it and the scabs kept getting ruined because they couldn't like heal because I was stretching it whenever I bent to the left or like whenever I bent to the right. it would either get crinkled up or just like stretched out. So yeah, and then actually yeah, that's it. That's about it for this story time. Yeah, and really all that I remember of it like being fixed up, like it actually being bandaged and fixed up, was that I just remember putting like gauze pads on it, and it was like really dirty because I rolled into the dirt, and they had to like spray it with like this cleaning material. I wasn't sure if I actually don't even remember the cleaning material that they used, but they sprayed a cleaning material on it. They dabbed it with a wet washcloth, and then I remember the goth pads, or whatever they're called, gauze. Yeah, the gauze pads. I remember those. But yeah, this is a story time about me crashing my bike on a hill that wasn't even actually that steep, but young Chris decided to be like, hey, I wonder what would happen if I ramped that hill. And I found out what happened pretty bad. It sucked. But yeah, if you want to hear any other story times, just let me know. I got quite a few others to tell. And this was just one that I remembered from a few years back. And I just wanted to tell it, because I thought it was pretty interesting. Because it was pretty painful. It sucked. Yeah, like I said, if you guys want to hear any more story times, just hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below what you want to hear next. Or like, if you want another video to come out. And also, recently, I've been, actually like today, as in Thursday, 24th, I think, I actually have a metal detector. And I went out metal detecting today, and I found quite a few things. So if you want to like see videos on like me going out and metal detecting, like with my sister or like by myself or something, let me know, because like I can definitely do that, and I think that might be a thing that I might be interested in doing, and I was wondering if you guys wanted to know if you wanted me to do that. Because actually, I got a metal detector, like, I think 2 or 3 Christmases ago. And, like, I'm just now using it again after I used it for, like, I think a month. So, yeah, if you want to see any, like, metal detecting videos of, like, anything about metal detecting, I could say, like digging up dirt and trying to look for anything that's valuable, let me know, because I could definitely make videos on that. And I'm not saying that the quality of the video will be bad. I'll try to like find a way to make it good, like at least like good quality. I think it might be like an iPhone 6 recording, like from a iPhone 6 camera. But, I mean, it's still a camera to record. I mean, it's better than just a tablet. But yeah, I might do some metal detecting videos if you want to hear that, or see that, I mean. And I'll definitely keep it up with the story time videos, and yeah. So, this has been JWolf98. I hope you liked the video. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Comment down below if you want to see me do metal detecting videos, and if you want to see another storytime video, because I want to know your guys' opinions. I want to see what you want from me. Alright? So yeah, this has been JWolf98. Hope you liked it, and I'll talk to you next time, alright? See ya.